Good morning, students. How are you? I hope you all are fit and fine. So, today we are going to start a chapter 5 in SST, that is means of communication. So, take out your semester 2 book and open page number 269. So, take out your book. So, student, in this chapter, we are going to learn about what is communication and different means of communication. We also learn about the early means of communication and the modern means of communication. So, student, do you know that it is nearly impossible to go through a day without communication? Communication plays a very important role in our life. So before start with the reading of the chapter and explanation, I just want to brief you about what is communication. So student, basically communication is the process of sending and receiving information by two or more people. Right? Whenever we sharing our ideas, our knowledge, our views or any information, we are doing the communication. But we are doing all this communication by different means of communication. So some of the means of communications are pigeon post, mobile, television, letter, satellite, telephone. So these all are some of the means of communication. Now we are going to start the reading of the chapter. Open page number 270 and we are going to start with the early means of communication. So student, as a name signifies that the communication we use in early time is known as early means of communication. Right? So student, in early time there is no mobile, no net facilities. If people want to share their information or any ideas or thought to other, they have to use different means like smoke signal and drumbeat, messengers, pigeon post. So these are some of the early means of communication. So one by one we are going to explain you about each of the means of communication. So student, the first mean of communication we are going to explain it here is smoke signal and drumbeat. So student, in this the pupil send the signal of danger or victory with the help of smoke or drumbeat. Smoke signal and drumbeat were used to signify victory or danger. Right? It signifies whenever a person got a victory or a sign of danger is there, they use these signals, that is smoke and drumbeat. Right? As you know that the sound of drum could be heard far away. So if a people stand or reside in far away and we want to communicate them the message of victory or a danger, we use the drumbeat. Because drumbeat sound reach a far away peoples also. So we use this signal. Similarly, smoke from a fire could be seen from a long distance away. We can see the smoke from a long distance away also. So we easily came to know that this is a signal of a victory or a danger. Without any direct communication with the smoke or the sound of a beat, they communicate their messages, right? So another means of early communication is messenger. So student, messenger is basically for the long messages. Okay, so in this, long messages were sent through the messenger who traveled on horseback or on foot. These messages were written on dried palm leaves or orally conveyed by the messengers. Early time, the people don't have there is no invention of the paper, so they use the dry leaves to write their messages on them, or they convey their message to the messenger and ask them to convey the same message to the receiver. Dried palm leaves were also used to record events or write stories. Okay, so this is the second early means of communication. Now, next is pigeon post. In this, pigeons were used for communication. Trained pigeons were used to send short messages, especially during wars. The messages were written on pieces of cloth or palm leaves, parchments or paper. Then these were then tied to the legs of the pigeon. So in this method, the pigeons are well trained for sending the messages. People write their message and tie their message on the feet of the pigeon, and then the pigeon send the message to the receiver, right? So these three are the early means of communication. So student, do you know that in ancient time, which country introduces the use of papyrus, a paper-like material for writing? Any guess? Yes, the Egyptians, right? Now we are going to start the journey of a letter, right? So student, before starting the journey of a letter, I just want to brief you about what are letters. So basically student, letters are written form of communication. Okay? In this, the letter can be sent or received by individual or by the organization. Letters can be delivered to the receiver through special messages, post offices, or by the private couriers. This method is mostly used when face-to-face or direct communication is very difficult. So, if you want to send any message who live in another country in the absence of phone, so you will use the letter. With the help of letter, you can send the message, right? Now, we are going to learn about the journey of a letter. So student, come on page number 272. If you want to send a message through letter, first you have to write a letter, right? After writing a letter, you have to keep that letter in an envelope, and you have to reach to the post office, right? At the post office, you have to buy a stamp, okay? And then you have to paste this stamp on the envelope, and you have to write the complete address of your friend along with the PIN code. Basically, bacha, PIN code is a special code, or the full form of PIN code is Postal Index Number. It is a unique 6-digit number used in post office numbering system. This is a special code for the post office working in this unique 6-digit number used in post office numbering system, allocated to an area in a particular city. So with the help of this pin only, the message delivered to the correct post office, right? Now, after writing all the details and the PIN code, then we have to drop the message, that letter, in the post box. We have to drop our letter in the post box, right? Once the letter we post it in the post box, the letter was collected from the post box by the postman. So students, now postman take out all the letters from the post box, right? Now what he did? Now he collected and take all the letters to the post office. After reaching all the letters in the post office, they start stamped it. They stamping all the letters and sorted according to its destination. Destination, bacha, means the place where the letter needs to be delivered, right? Now the letters are sent by air, rail, or by road, depending on the distance between the destination and the origin. If we want to send a letter to America, we are not going to opt the by road or by rail. We have to choose the by air. We have to send the letter by air, right? So that's why there are different mode of transport we use in sending the letters to the destination. Now, student, at the destination, the letters are sorted again. Again, all the letters are sorted according to the address and PIN. According to the address and PIN written on them. We already heard read out about the PIN, the unique number. Yes, now this unique number help us in sorted the letter. Then the postman then delivered the letter to the correct address, right? This is all about the journey of a letter. So today in this class we learn about the communication, early means of communication, and journey of a letter. In next class, we will learn about modern means of communication. So till yet, revise the chapter and take care.